What's going on, guys? My name's Theoatrix, and today I'm going to be talking about all of the best in-slot offhand or shield slot items in old school RuneScape. So the whole idea behind making this video is to give you a bit of a better idea of what the exact stats that the best offhand items give, and I'll also be giving mainly the top 3 items in that slot for specific things. Getting right into the video, I'm starting off with the strength bonus item. Firstly, melee strength. The best in slot for melee strength is the Dragon Fire Shield, and this actually gives +7 strength bonus. Most people think the Dragon Defender is the best strength bonus, but it really isn't. The best thing about the Dragon Defender is its attack bonus, but the Dragon Defender does give a +6 strength bonus as well, so that's second. And then the third best here is the Rune Defender, which is great for Zerkers since it's a +5 strength bonus, which isn't much lower than the DFS or the Dragon Defender. But yes, the DFS is the best in slot, and it also is pretty much the best in slot for a lot of the defense bonuses, but I'm going to talk about that a bit later in this video. In terms of range strength bonus, there's actually no items in the game, and that's the same with magic strength. There's no items in the game in the shield slot which give you strength bonuses for range or magic or damage boosts, whichever way you want to think about it. So yeah, there's none I can talk about there. Now moving on to the offensive attack bonuses. First up is the stab, slash, and crush bonus, and the best item here has to be the Dragon Defender. It gives a 25 stab, 24 slash, and a 23 crush, and of course along with the +6 strength bonus, makes it all round the best in slot for melee combat because the attack bonuses give a really good extra chance of hitting something, and then the strength bonus gives you an extra max hit. It's debatable whether the DFS or the D Defender is better, but it seriously just depends on what you're doing because the DFS has more defense bonus, so if you're taking a lot of damage, that's obviously going to be better, but if you want more DPS, hitting more, you want the Dragon Defender. The next best for attack bonuses is the Rune Defender, and that gives +20, 19, and 18 in stab, slash, crush. And then moving down straight to the Addy Defender, Mithril Defender, and then the Black Defender, so all the way back down to the Black Defender. But after the Black Defender, the best in slot is the Unholy Book, and that's actually the best in slot for Pures in the shield slot for offensive bonuses, and that gives +8 in stab, slash, and crush. Now onto the ranged attack bonus in the shield slot. The best here is the Twisted Buckler, and this gives +18 in ranged attack bonus, which is really high for an offhand shield. And then second here is the Odium Ward, which gives a +12, so 6 less, which is quite a big jump. That's evident in its massive price difference anyway. And third best here is the Book of Law, and this one gives +10, and it's about half the price of an Odium Ward, so depending on which one you want, the Odium is better, but it does cost about double the price. Now, in terms of magic attack bonus, the best here is the Arcane Spirit Shield. Recently, this one's been on a roller coaster in terms of price with the Inferno, the Zulrah nerf, but currently it's like 110 mil-ish. Basically, this one gives a +20 magic attack bonus, which is huge for a shield slot item. Second best is the Mage's Book, and this one gives +15. Then third is the Malediction Ward, giving a +12. Now the Arcane, on top of the magic attack bonus, gives really good defense bonuses as well, mainly Crush, which is +73, and it also gives a +3 prayer bonus, so this one by far is the best in slot. Now onto the defense bonuses. The best in slot for stab and slash defense is the Dragon Fire Shield, and that gives +70 in stab and +75 in slash. It's worth noting though that it gives a -10 and a -5 magic attack and range attack bonus, so you should not wear the Dragon Fire Shield if you're using magic or range because it does lower your attack bonus. For crush defense bonus, the best shield in the game is the Elysian Spirit Shield, and this one gives a +75 crush defense, and it also has a range of other items. I'm gonna link my Spirit Shield video in the description if you want to learn everything about it. Everything is in that video. Anyway, it gives a +75 crush defense bonus, which is huge, and it also gives a +65 slash and 63 stab, which isn't overly big compared to the Dragon Fire Shield, but it's still really good. Now in terms of crush defense, the rest are the other Spirit Shields, so the Arcane, the Blessed, the Spectral, they all give +73 crush defense, and then the DFS +72. So in my opinion, for defense, the Dragonfire Shield has to be the best here because it's not that expensive, and also it gives an all-round defense bonus, whereas the Spirit Shields only give it in Crush mainly. Now another shield here that really stands out is the Third Age Kite Shield. Not many people realize it's actually kind of good. For the defense level of 65 that you need to wear it, it's actually the best in slot since it gives a plus 63 stab, plus 65 slash, and a plus 61 crush defense bonus. Obviously, it's really expensive, something like 40 mil almost, but it's kind of interesting to know that it's actually one of the best in slot for defense. Now, in terms of magic defense, the best is the Spectral Spirit Shield, and this gives a plus 30 magic defense bonus. Second here is the Twisted Buckler, which gives a plus 26 magic defense. And then third is the Odium Ward, giving a plus 24. The average there is only around 26, and they're the highest magic defense bonuses in the game. And they're seriously not even that high compared to the others, which were like 70 for the Crush. And even the range defense, which I'm going to talk about in a sec, is way higher than the magic defense. So something a bit weird there about magic. So the Crystal Shield is plus 80 in range defense, which is by far the highest in range defense. Second here is the Dragonfire Shield, giving a plus 72 in range defense. And then, believe it or not, the Obsidian Shield, the Todsketxil, I think that's how you say it, gives a plus 65, and that's actually the third best. And on top of that, it gives a plus 5 strength bonus. So it's actually a kind of good shield to have if you don't have a DFS, or you can't wear one yet, or a Dragon Defender, you haven't unlocked one yet. Another one worth noting is the Granite Shield, and that gives a plus 65 range defense bonus as well. And that one is really cheap as well. Now, the last thing to talk about here is the prayer bonus. And the best in slot for prayer bonus is all of the God books. You can actually use the damaged book without the pages in it, and you still get a plus 5 prayer bonus. The other item, which is a little bit different, but it's not any better in terms of prayer bonus, is the Falador Shield 4, and this gives a plus 5 prayer bonus as well. And it also gives a few defense bonuses, but if you're using prayer, defense bonuses don't really mean anything. The Broodoo Shield also gives a plus 5 prayer bonus, which is kind of interesting. And it also gives a decent magic attack bonus with the prayer bonus. So that's a pretty good option if you want to train magic with it. The Falador Shield 3 gives a plus 4 prayer bonus. And then all of the Spirit Shields above the Blessed, so Blessed, Arcane, Spectral, and the Elysian, they all give plus 3 prayer bonus, which is also kind of good. Now for a couple of obscure shield slot items. First up, the Tome of Fire. This one requires 50 magic to wear, and it actually increases any fire spell damage of the Strike, Bolt, Blast, and Wave spells. So the regular spellbook fire spells, that increases them by 50% damage. But sadly, it holds charges, and each charge itself costs almost 200 coins. So on top of the already pretty expensive cost of casting a spell, you have to pay an extra 200 coins for the 50% more damage. And that actually is kind of worth it in my opinion. It actually gives a plus 8 magic attack bonus as well, which is pretty good as well, but obviously there is better. Now the last shield slot item I'm going to talk about is the Mind Shield and the Elemental Shield. And these two shields are both required for killing wyverns to protect them, to protect the user, from the ice attack that wyverns have. And for the Elemental Shield, you need Elemental Workshop 1, and the Mind Shield, you need Elemental Workshop 2. They're both the same in terms of killing wyverns, except the Mind Shield has a bit of a higher magic defense bonus. I'm not really sure if that helps with wyverns a lot. But either way, these two shields are required for killing wyverns, so I thought I had to throw this into the video. You can use a Dragonfire Shield though to kill wyverns as well, but these are the cheaper alternative. Anyways guys, that's all of the shield slot items that I wanted to talk about today. Now it's time for clip of the day, and today's clip is from Yeezy Boost V9, who started off his first Saradomin solo trip, kicking it off on his third kill. He got a 28 mil drop, the Armadillo crossbow. And then on the next kill, he got another unique drop, which is a Saradomin sword, which is obviously a lot cheaper, but still 2 drops in one trip on his first ever Sara solo. That is so awesome, man. Congratulations. Anyways, guys, if you have any clips that you want to submit to Clip of the Day, check out the email in the description and send them in. Anyways, guys, as usual, thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like if you learned something today. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, Thanks for watching and have a nice day.